Good morning. It's Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're giving an addendum to our last video, Thank You, Lord, which we did for organ. We're going to put it in a somewhat semi-keyboard mode, but a keyboard organ mode for a viewer who requested that I show their congregation sings this song in G. And I made a statement that if you look at the key of F where it was done, if you just slide your hands over, you will see that G fingering is the same as F. It's just a matter of one note difference. That's the only note different in the fingering from G rather. G rather, uses the F sharp, which the F doesn't. So from a chord, or should I say from a muscle memory standpoint, you could do the same chords, but using the scale down, but your fingering stays the same. Here you don't have the B flat. Here you don't have the F sharp. But from a muscle memory standpoint, it will stay the same. No F sharp. So we're going to use keyboard, and then we're going to go to keyboard organ. Let's bring our singers in, because music always sounds better when you have vocalists.
Thank you, Lord.
And
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Been so
diminish.
good.
Walk.
Oh, you've been so good. Been
Tritone.
so good.
Diminish chord.
I just want to thank you, Lord.
Basic fingering. Oh, I don't have a loop on this. That's okay. So those are the chords, what I like to call your bass chords, that are found within your number system. There it is. Again, everything is following the path of the scales. All these chords are following the path of the scale. This way, there it is. Minor, seventh, and it's early. I'm singing to the keyboard for the first time this morning. So now you want to be able to look at, for an organist, of course, you have your foot pedal. For a piano player, you have to simulate having the lowest note. So you got to go with this. And you stay there on the B, on the D rather, E, to walk up. And again, this is a gospel turn. Passing tones to get to where? To get to the 2. Now I like using this chord because it's got a nice fulling tone sound, which is the 4. 6, 7, 1, 3 major, 6 major. Right? 2, 3, 4. Hold on a 4, 5 with a 1 bass, 1 chord, and you're staying on the 1, but you're doing a 4 chord in drop 2. All right, so let's give our viewer some additional chords before we switch over to organ mode, but in a keyboard standpoint. Here we go.
Thank you, Lord.
All right. All keyboards, if you do have a keyboard that you do practice on, comes with an organ patch. We're going to pull up one of our several organ patches. I generally like a certain one that gives me a quasi drum patch of feel, drum patch uh, ability to switch. Here it is, draw control on my keyboard, draw control. And it does put the organ in a mode where the more than one drawbar pulled up. As you can see, my finger now switches from here up to here because of the organ mode. So let's do this once again and share some practice chords you would use in an organ mode on your keyboard, because this is all about the practice you do at home before you get to your church. Here we go.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
My bass on the bottom.
Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Been so good. Oh, you've been so good. Been so good. I just want to thank you, Lord.
And this is the advantage organists have. They can hold their notes indefinitely and then be able to maneuver other notes around it. Indefinitely. Holding it indefinitely. All right, let's give you some more chords that you can put. Again, this is an addendum to the organ video that I did. Can't leave out different key changes. Let's pull it back and let's add some more chords.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Been so good. Oh, you've been so good. Been so good. I just want to thank you, Lord.
All right, and that is your addendum for this song using the keyboard piano and the keyboard patch, which many of your keyboards have. Now, you may not have as many as I have on this 14-year-old Yamaha, but you can find one that'll give you the sound you want from a practice standpoint. Just doing some talk music chords. Sam Tobin, Sound of Joy Music Services, helping the church musician discover the musician inside of them with chords and techniques. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to this channel. If you're not, you haven't left a like yet, why? And of course, send us, hit that notification bell as we continue to put videos out that will help musicians become the best they want to be. And leave a comment. Take care.